Welcome to the ADD Catastrophe, the most distracting movie show on the internet. I'm Stephen Witten.
And I'm Ryan Ramsey, and we'll be right back after I mastered the art of karate studying under Mr. Miyagi. And we're back! And now it's time for the news.
The part of the show we talk about
the news! Now that's a burger. We got a glimpse at The Thing in a recent Denny's commercial featuring their new burger called The Thing. We got to hear his voice and everything of The Thing from the new Fantastic Four movie.
Deadpool will be at Comic-Con this year, both in Ryan Reynolds form, possibly in a Hall H presentation by Fox, and also the creator of Deadpool said that he is hiding 24 different pictures of Deadpool to find for the participants, and whoever finds all 24 will get a prize.
Ooh, a prize. Netflix has announced its first theatrical film slate, that is, its film schedule for the next 2 years that they're going to be producing. We'll talk more about that later.
Kathleen Kennedy has confirmed that the Star Wars anthology film coming up after Rogue One is going to be about Han Solo, and it's going to be directed by Lord and Miller, the directors behind 21 Jump Street and also the Lego Movie.
Han Solo film! Han Solo film! We're so excited about the Han Solo film! Independence Day Resurgence teaser trailer was released via Jeff Goldblum's Twitter account. That's right, it was a little graphic musical thing, 12 seconds long, about the movie. So, it's something, so you might check it out.
Set photos from Ghostbusters, Batman v Superman, and Ash vs. Evil Dead have been released, and I'm pretty excited about 2 of them. I will let you decide.
That's right. Steven's a big female Ghostbusters fan. Darth Vader is possibly in Rogue One. It's rumored, so we don't have a confirmation, but we are excited about the potential of Darth Vader in Rogue One. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk more about that later, is what normal people usually say.
And that's the news.
And now it's time for Yay or
Nay.
Yay! Oh! Nay!
That's right. For our first topic today, we are going to be discussing Darth Vader possibly in Rogue One. Steven, your thoughts?
I'm tentatively saying yay. I'm nervous about this decision mainly because I really like the idea of being a non-Jedi Sith Star Wars film. It's going to be a heist film with the rebels and getting the Death Star plans. So throwing Darth Vader in there, while my inner geek is saying, yes, I want to see Darth Vader on the screen, my realistic entertainment aspect is saying, this would have been so cool if we didn't have the magic of the Force. So it's a yay still, because I like the idea. I just hope that he's more of a background character, maybe a cameo, or maybe even, just pulling the strings in the background. You don't really see him, kind of like the Emperor was in the original series. So
I give it a big yay because I'm excited, as I was discussing with Steven before this, the potential's there for Darth Vader to have more character built up in who he is. I mean, we learned a lot about Anakin, obviously, from the prequels, but now as Darth Vader, what if he actually not necessarily helps the rebels, but doesn't stop the rebels from getting the plans? What if there's a bigger plan in the original movies? What if there's a bigger plan? Maybe he helped them get the Death Star. Maybe he wanted to destroy Emperor Palpatine for revenge, or just do the Sith thing. Mm-hmm. Or, what? We don't know. So there's lots of potential there. He could just be a cameo, like you said, just for people to be like, oh, cool, cameo. But there could be more story. It could get a lot more depth.
I mean, it could possibly change the whole outlook of the original trilogy,
Could do a lot to it. So also could ruin it. But I'm going to give it a big yay.
All right, and Netflix has announced their 4-film for the next 2 years. It's this year and next year, 4-film slate. And those films are Beasts of No Nation coming out this October. And then it's a Adam Sandler movie called The Ridiculous Six, and then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Green Legend, as well as Pee-wee's Big Holiday. Now, they are releasing these movies day and date of the same time, meaning they're coming out in theaters and select theaters to help with award seasons and everything, so they can actually be up for Academy Awards. But they're also releasing them on Netflix on the same day that they're releasing it. So they're kind of, doing something different than in Hollywood has ever seen. So Ryan, what are your thoughts on this?
First off, I think it's good. I mean, they're doing one true drama, which is the first one. The second one is comedy, straight up comedy, slapstick comedy with Adam Sandler. The third one is a action adventure kind of kung fu movie, and the fourth one is like a cult classic, Pee Wee Herman. So they're covering a lot of genres with this, which is exciting. I think they are doing something smart, because the whole approach to the awards is going to have to change, because there's so much changing in media. You can get your media out there in so different ways. I mean, I don't think it'll be long before stuff submitted on YouTube will be considered, because nowadays consumers can buy decent equipment and make a good movie and put it on YouTube, just make ad sales off of the movie on YouTube, and they should be considered for an award. I mean, they made a film, and it's if it's good. So I think it's going to change a lot in the industry. But I'm for Netflix doing this. I think it's a very creative way of doing it, and we get to watch them with our subscription to Netflix whenever we want, whenever they come out. So that's exciting. So I give it a big yay.
I give it a yay as well. I really like the idea of playing the game, but playing it by your own rules.
Right.
So Netflix has done this since day one. They started doing their own rules by giving us, DVD rentals, and then they went into the live streaming, and it was just a beautiful thing. I've been a Netflix subscriber pretty much since day one as well. I like the idea of being able to be up for an award, because Netflix has yet to produce crap. I mean, some of their films or original series has not been my appetite, but it's been good quality. So I really like this. It's a big yay for me, and I agree with you. Netflix or the Academy needs to start realizing that there are other aspects and avenues of getting films that are good quality films other than going through the channels of Hollywood. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's a big A for me.
Yeah, and just to add on to that is, they've made I haven't really watched Orange is the New Black. It's not really my thing, but I've heard people who like it, love it, it's a great show. Daredevil. That's probably one of the best TV shows that I've ever seen on TV. It's up there with Lost and all those.
Yeah. House of Cards. I mean, you just go down the line of all these different Netflix originals.
Even kid stuff. Like my son watches Inspector Gadget that they've remade. What's the other one they made? I can't think, but they've done in every genre. Oh, Turbo. They made Turbo. Yeah, and so it's like they've done some really incredible things with movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm for it. Big yay.
Yay! Oh, well, yay!
Steven, what's coming out this week?
Coming out this week in movie theaters near you are Minions and Selfless.
Minions. Interesting. It seems to be a prequel, if you will, to the Despicable Me series that came out. The little yellow guys that run around going, yeah, those guys, they have a origin story coming out. So, should be interesting to see. I'm going to give it a 3-star because it would be a good thing to take my son to go see, or you to take your children to go see. It looks like it. We saw, what did we see? Inside Out, and there was a pretty long trailer before Inside Out.
Yeah.
And my son and all the little kids in there were dying laughing about the silliest things they were doing. So
I heard adults laughing.
Well, yeah, but all the kids were laughing. So
absolutely.
I think it'll be a great kid movie. So I give it 3 stars.
I give it a 3-star as well. I love animation. This is just an amazing idea to take a secondary character that became a primary focus of the audience and turn it into a movie. Mm-hmm. So it looks like a cash grab, but it looks like it's going to be a good cash grab. So
I've never had cash grab before. Is it good?
Not crab, grab.
Oh.
Get your ears cleaned. The next movie coming out, or another movie coming out this weekend, is Selfless. It's starring Ben Kingsley and Ryan Reynolds. It's about a billionaire who puts his consciousness into a younger body by signing up in this program. It's going to open up a lot of ethical, philosophical questions. I give it a 3-star, mainly because of the ethical questions, like if it can be done, should it be done type mentality, and I think it'll open up a lot of dialogues.
Right. I'm going to give it a 2-star because I'm not going to see it in the theaters probably. I'm just going to rent it. These kind of psychological or ethical question movies like that, I like to watch at home. So I'm going to give it a 2-star, and I think it'll be a good movie, but I don't think it's going to be movie theater worthy. So 2 stars for me. Well, that's it for us this week on the ADD Catastrophe. Thanks for liking and subscribing below.
And if you have any questions, please email us at addmovieshow@gmail.com or hit us up at the various social medias at ADDmovieshow. I'm Stephen Witten.
And I'm Ryan Ramsey, and until next time, enjoy the movies.